I come to you today with a sense of urgency. I come to you as somebody that's trying to help somebody get through some of the worst periods in their life. It's so easy for us to forget that people are struggling minute by minute. It's easy to forget that even those people that you love and support could be struggling right now and could be contemplating hurting themselves in the worst way possible. I need to chat to you about this today, and I do hope you'll join the discussion. Like us, share us, comment, please. Here we go. Welcome to Shattered the Podcast. STP is the story of my journey from the depths of mental illness to a place where I could live again. Okay, I'm going to keep today short because I see STP as a resource for somebody that's struggling out there that needs help quickly. They don't have 3-4 hours to listen to a podcast to figure something out. They need the answers quickly, and let's dive straight in. The title of the episode is, what do you do when it's all too much? What do you do in that crisis point? And let me state again for the record that I've been there. I am a suicide survivor, so I know what you're talking about. I tried very hard to kill myself. I lived with suicidal ideation for a number of years. That's thoughts of suicide that I could not control. Something might happen, something bad. I would drop a bottle of sauce on the floor, and first thing that would come to my mind is, you know what, you need to kill yourself because you dropped that bottle of sauce. It was ridiculous, and my mind was lying to me. Okay. What do you do when it's all too much? What do you do when you feel overwhelmed? It's important that you do a couple of things. One, and the first and most important, is do nothing. Don't make any decision while you're in that space. Now, I've said this first because the next point is reach out for help. Sometimes when you're in the middle of that crisis, it's impossible to feel like you can reach out for help. So the decisions are made before you get to a point where you think, perhaps I should reach out for help. The important thing is that you do nothing. Don't make a decision. Don't decide that, okay, this is the act that I'm going to take, especially if it's a negative one. Say in yourself, okay, I am experiencing what I'm experiencing. It is overwhelming. I am not going to hurt myself. It's the first thing you need to do. Second thing, I've alluded to it already, reach out to someone. It doesn't matter who. I heard a story the other day of a guy that was attempting to end his own life. He called the police and said, "This is my name. Please tell my son that I love him." And he hung up the phone. That was his suicide note. Now, the police apparently tracked that call back to where he was and dispatched people out straight away who went and saved his life and took him to a hospital. This person has been struggling for years, and they did a bunch of things that they shouldn't have done. They weren't looking after themselves the way that they should have. They weren't implementing the measures that you need to exist day to day. They weren't seeking treatment. They were just trying to live their life as normally, quote unquote, as possible. He was by himself. It got too much. He made a plan and he executed that plan. And it's by the grace of God that he's still alive. He made a decision, bad decision, in the depths of his grief, because it's so hard to realize that your mind is lying to you. It's so hard to get your head around the idea that you would lie to yourself, blatantly. Your own mind would tell you things that aren't true. You are alone. You are hopeless. You are helpless. You are pathetic. This is your mind telling you this. He made a decision and he didn't reach out. My top tips: don't make a decision. I've said it before, be patient. It sounds so impossible. I am going through the worst experience of my life. And when you're in that, you feel like nobody's ever gone through an experience like that ever. Well, that's not true. And I'm not asking people to compare, because that's the worst thing that you can do. But just realizing that every human emotion, every human activity, every feeling has been felt before. You are not alone. You are not unique. It's a terrible thing to think, but your pain is not unique. Now, when this person is healthy enough, I'm going to talk to them about ensuring that they do the things that they need to do every day to live a life that is purposeful and meaningful. And it's difficult. I know. In the depths of my worst times with mental illness, I thought that I had nothing to contribute to anybody ever. And in the last couple of years, I've spoken in, I think it's about 200 rooms of people. I don't know how many people that is. 20 people per room, maybe, 3, maybe 4,000. And I haven't had to be extraordinary. I haven't had to, um, do all these things to make myself worthy to go out and do it. I just kept trying to find ways that I could help people. Not that I wanted to, but I know that I needed to. Be patient. Don't make a decision. Don't make a decision. And reach out to someone, anyone. Let us give us the chance to let you know how important you are to us. Now, I need to talk to people that are watching somebody go through this. It is so easy to assign blame. It is so easy to say the wrong thing. But it's also easy to say the right thing, which is just, I love you and you're important to me. What can I do to help? Don't give advice. Don't try and tell them to do something. Don't try and convince them of the lies that are in their head are lies. You can't. You won't be able to. But what you can do is just come alongside someone, love them, let them know that they're loved, and if you can, as gently as possible, let them know how much their absence would hurt you. I hope today has helped. If you're struggling, make sure you don't make a decision. And by struggling, I mean you're down. You're thinking that you need to kill yourself. You're thinking that you have no hope. Don't make a decision. Just call someone, anyone. Call Lifeline, call a friend, call a church, it doesn't matter who you call. Somebody that you trust, somebody that loves you. And there's going to be people that are going to be listening to this going, the people at Lifeline don't love me. I'm afraid that they actually do. The volunteers are people. They aren't paid. It's not their life goal to sit in a small room and try and talk people off a ledge. They do it because they feel it's important and they love you enough to keep trying. Call someone. Please. I'm going to leave it there. This is a little bit longer than I wanted it to be, But whatever you're going through, whoever you're supporting, whatever things your mind is telling you, mental illness is not the end. Mental illness is not your finish. Mental illness is a bump in the journey. And it might be a massive bump. For me, it was, Uluru, Ayers Rock. It was Mount Kilimanjaro. Yeah, it was a bump. Yeah, it was a huge bump. Yeah, it was a bump that eclipsed everything else, but it was still a bump. It's not the end of the journey. For you or for the people that you love. Please have a good week. Tell somebody that you love them. Tell somebody that you care for them. Have a great week. I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now. Hey, thanks for joining us on Shattered the Podcast. I'm Mark. Special thanks to my producer, Meredith Brosnan, and also to Torian, Kevin, and Lorraine. And we can't forget the amazing band Adelaide, who let us use their song as our theme. For more information, check us out on all your socials, STP Shattered the Podcast.